completely sold out, especially because you fat fucks, clearly you guys are fat as fuck. No Chick-fil-A for y'all. All the 3X sold out. Yo, the 3X sold out like in 20 minutes. Now, knowing that my fans is fat, I can't even make fun of fat people no more.
Cardi B's recent live didn't tiptoe around anything. When she reacted to her 3XL merch selling out, she joked, "You fat Fs, clearly you guys are fat. No Chick-fil-A for y'all." The comment was met with immediate backlash, with fans accusing her of blatant fat phobia and body shaming the very people who helped her sell out her merchandise. This wasn't just a misstep, it was a moment that revealed the ugly tension between celebrity humor and fan loyalty. Cardi appeared genuinely surprised that the plus-size merch sold out first. Her delivery, part shock, part roast, was vintage Cardi. But in an era where conversations about body inclusivity and fat shaming are front and center, her language landed differently. This wasn't a joke between equals, it was a public figure targeting a loyal segment of her audience. For plus-size fans, the joke wasn't harmless. It was a reminder of how easy it is for public figures to use bigger bodies as a punchline.
Cardi B, I'm very surprised that I have to remind you of this, but just because someone else makes a joke doesn't mean you have to make it too. You know that, right? And also, maybe the reason why people feel so comfortable making fun of your BBL is because you do not command the respect that you so seek. Maybe if you stop using fat people at the expense of jokes, then people wouldn't do the same for your BBL. No, they shouldn't be making fun of your BBL. But also, no, you shouldn't be making fun of fat people. And neither should they. But if you are going to sit here and still say it's not that serious and offer a cupcake in the camera to anybody who is so upset by it, well, I'm going to offer you a few books that I recommend for you to understand why fat phobia is something so serious and something that should not be taken lightly and something that should not be joked about, especially by someone as powerful as you. You are powerful. You are talented. And I am happy that your 3XL merch sold out. I am happy that you now see that you have fat fans. But if you would like to keep those fat fans, please consider unlearning fat phobia and standing up for them instead of standing against them. Cardi B, I'm very surprised that I have to remind you of this, but just because...
Girl, shut the fuck up. God damn, shut up already. Like, it's not that serious. Not everything is revolutionary. Not everything has to have a crazy outrage. I already did a video. I told you it's not that serious. Like, what do you want me to do? Get on my fucking knees and apologize? I'm not apologizing for a fucking jokey joke. That it wasn't even about you. It was something about me and my fans. Like, that's it. I don't care. I'm not apologizing. I'm not getting on my knees. No, I'm not reading a book. No, I'm not nothing. You see, like, sometimes when people are being genuine, y'all don't like when people are being genuine. Because I genuinely did a video like, hey, it's not that serious. I make fun of everybody. I even make fun of myself. I don't really care if you skinny, if you big, if you that, if you this. I always use anybody as the butt of the joke, like, all the time. Like, it ain't never to hurt nobody. Like, it's like, people make fun of me all the time. I got to the point that I don't even care anymore. Because it's like, who cares? Love yourself. If you content with yourself, you don't give a fuck what anybody got to say. Like, it's like what? Like, if you're part of my family, bitch, you will be crying. You will be crying. They make fun of everything and everybody. Like, it doesn't matter. And then it's like, when you push, it makes people remember, like, you know what? Eat one. Like, it's like, no, it's not good enough. No, it's not this. You want a fake apology? You want a fake I'm sorry? You want a fake kissing ass? You want a fucking fake gift basket? Girl, like, calm down. Calm your pussy. Now you pissing me the fuck off. And now you're going to make me really say some rude shit for no reason. Or because, I did a video. I already explained it. I'm not giving you a fake apology. I'm not getting on fake on my knees. I'm not fake doing nothing. That's the reason why y'all be expecting too much. I'm not your mom. I'm not nothing. I'm not nothing. My fans didn't feel offended. My fans were actually making the jokes with me about themselves. What the hell? Whatever the fuck you got going on with yourself, with your how you feel about yourself, girl, don't put that on me. Okay, so this will be the last time that I address this topic, because now I'm getting on this app, and this app is not even fun anymore. Like, it's like I'm getting on this app to watch ASMR, and I'm getting attacked from left to right. So this will be the last video that I make on this. The fact that I was making a joke between me and my fans was joking on Twitter how they sold out the 3X large shirts. And my fans was like, damn, us already getting big. Damn, we can never make big jokes no more because we big, blah, blah, blah. So, I made an open form joke with them because it's supposed to be funny. And, this woman, she inserted herself in the joke. You know what I'm saying? She did 5 videos talking about the joke, and people just chimed in, and it became a big mess. So I did a video, and I said, hey, this was not to hurt your feelings. This was a joke between me and my fans. I always make anybody the butt of the jokes. I make fun of everybody, like everybody. I don't care if you skinny. I don't care if you big. I don't care about nothing. Like, it's not that serious. And the video still wasn't good enough. Now you're recommending me, since the video wasn't good enough for you, you're recommending me to go read a fat phobic book. And it's like, baby girl, I'm not going to take 5 or 6 hours of my day to read a book about fat phobia when I could take 5 or 6 hours of my day to watch a documentary and see how the government successfully killed thousands of people just so they could migrate them out their space to gentrify the community they were born in, and educate myself on how can they do this again, because history repeats itself. I'd rather do that. Now, I am not going to give an apology. And you want to know why I'm not going to give an apology? Because I wasn't insulting you. And if I'm giving you an apology, it will be fake and forced. And you wouldn't want somebody to give you something that is forced and is not coming from the heart. I genuinely did my first video to tell you that I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. This was something between my fans that you inserted yourself in. That was genuine. If I say sorry, it's not going to be genuine. It's not going to be real, because I didn't intend to insult you or insult anybody. There has been 300, like, can you believe that there's like 300 videos about this topic when there's so many things going on in this world? There's so many things going on in this country. I can't even believe that I made 3 videos in 1 week about this topic. It's not a big deal. It's really not. And it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. Yes, I understand fat phobia. Some people have body dysmorphia. There's a lot of people that have body dysmorphia. When I was a little girl, when I was young, I used to hate that I had a flat ass. And it used to depress me. It used to depress me that I had a flat ass. What are we going to do about it? And then on top of that, in the real world, when somebody insults you, you cannot make them give you an apology. And they're not going to. The real world, when you go outside, when you touch grass. TikTok and stuff, maybe you could force somebody to give you an apology and make you feel better and get on their knees and be like, I apologize. And to your mom, ma'am, I am a mother, and I'm sorry that you feel that way about this situation. It shouldn't have gotten this far. Maybe that's why your daughter shouldn't have made 6 videos about it. To the point that people start picking on me and trying to hurt my feelings. But I'm not going to let nobody hurt my feelings. I don't care. I apologize to you because you're a mom. And I don't want to bring no tears to no mom ever. So I'm apologize to you. Maybe this situation could be solved a different way. But I'm not giving an apology, and I'm not reading a book about fat phobia, bro. I understand. I get it. But it's just that. I really wish that by today this topic gets laid to rest, because it's ridiculous and it's gonna be a revolving topic. If you making fun of me make y'all feel better, if calling me all type of illiterate, all type of BBLs, all type of my butt, all type of this make y'all feel better, then go ahead, do that. I didn't mean to offend nobody. So if y'all feel like y'all gotta offend me to make yourself feel better, then do that. I didn't mean to hurt nobody's feelings neither. If y'all feel like hurting my feelings was gonna make y'all feel better, then do that. But one thing about it is, this not gonna keep being a topic. That's just that.
When accused of fat phobia, Cardi refused to apologize. She dismissed the criticism as an innocent joke, claiming she roasts everybody, skinny, fat, BBL, tall, short. She reminded followers that she herself is constantly mocked for her body, especially for her plastic surgery choices. Her response was, "I'm not going to apologize because y'all are sensitive and want to cry about some dumb This defense is where the hypocrisy becomes clear. Cardi is a celebrity who has built a brand on her unfiltered personality. She's a person who once spoke out against cosmetic surgery, but now seems almost obsessed with beauty enhancements. The irony is staggering. Cardi herself has a curvy body that benefits from beauty standards derived from hip-hop culture. Yet she perpetuates this same body shame by joking about her fans. While fans would defend her if her body were critiqued for acceptable reasons, like pregnancy weight gain, she did not extend the same grace. Her jokes targeted the same plus-size fans who bought and proudly wore her merchandise. Making their bodies the punchline, even in a moment of financial support, is crazy. It's never a good move to mock the very fans who fuel your success. This incident reveals a double-edged sword of fandom loyalty. For many of her supporters, this was just Cardi being Cardi, unfiltered and funny. But for others, it exposed a blind spot in her humor, especially since plus-size fans are a visible and loyal part of her audience. The price of their loyalty is often a willingness to tolerate being disrespected, which creates a culture where certain groups feel undervalued without consequence.
Cardi B went online and made a fat joke because people were buying 3XL shirts and selling those outright. And that joke was specifically between her and her fan base, and then obviously, the internet will internet, and everybody started calling her fat phobic. And obviously, she came back on this internet and said, yeah, fuck y'all, I'm not apologizing for what I said, because it wasn't that deep. And as a big back myself, I'm gonna have to agree with Cardi, bro. And the only reason I'm agreeing with her is because if you're confident in your skin and if you love yourself enough, those types of jokes will not bother you. How many times I would post a video and people would call me fat in those fucking videos? Do you think every single time I'm upset? That drains your fucking energy, dog. And if you love yourself, if you genuinely love yourself and you're confident in your own fucking skin, those types of comments will not fucking bother you. And I'm glad she didn't apologize, because at least she's an artist that didn't sit online and apologize for something that they 100% believe in.
And the problem with Cardi B saying what she said, she's not part of the community. Now, if I would have went to her website, because I believe she's selling the shirt, I don't know. But had I went to her website and I saw my size was sold out, and I got here on this app and said, you fat motherfuckers done sold out the 3X. I could say that because I'm a fat motherfucker. I was going to the website to find the 3X my own self. So, I'm part of the community. I could holler at the fat bitches who beat me to the website. Y'all see the difference? A lot of people like, oh, it was a joke. It was a joke. Yeah, it was a joke, but it wasn't for her to make, That's why when it's time to talk about domestic violence, I be like, oh, I'm so glad I've been through it so I could talk about it, because people be like, you can't say nothing you ain't never been through. You can't say nothing you ain't never been through. I feel like certain shit you can't say. Like, if people with disabilities want to poke fun at their disability, they can do that. But I'm not going to get on here and poke fun at their disability, And no, I'm not saying being fat is a disability. For some people, yes, it is. Some people do get checked because they're fat as hell. I wish that could be me. But Yeah, let the people in that group poke fun at themselves, poke fun at each other. Like, I don't know, it wasn't her joke to make. Did I get offended by it? No, but it wasn't her joke to make. So any fat girl who did get offended by it, more power to them. I'm not, it was just a joke, she was just playing, no, it wasn't her joke to make. So if a person who might have felt hurt by the joke say, hey, I felt hurt by the joke, okay, you can't you can't harass them into thinking it was a joke and laugh at it like you laughed at it. It wasn't funny to them. Oh, and also another reason why the 3X sold out so fast, in my opinion, I don't know, because I'm not working behind the scenes, because y'all produce less plus size clothes, so it looked like they go so fast, where it's like, if it's like 100 fucking just regular sizes, it'll be 50 plus sizes. It's 100 mediums, 52 X's, 33 X's. So yeah, they just gonna look like they flying off the shelves because it wasn't a lot to pick from. But I don't know if that's their problem. I don't know.
Listen, none of us should be surprised anymore about a celebrity or literally anyone in this fucking world being fat phobic. But the real irony of this is the fact that, first of all, merch sizing is absolutely terrible, and like 2X and 3X are really like XL and 1X. And the second piece of irony to this is it's extremely likely her thin fans were the ones who bought out all of the larger sizes because everybody wants to be swimming in their clothes now. How often have you gone to the thrift store and seen skinny people in the plus size or like larger size section? Cardi B is essentially alienating her fat fans with no reason. Listen, none of us should be surprised anymore about a celebrity or literally anyone in this fucking world being fat phobic. But the real irony of this is the fact that, first of all, merch sizing is absolutely terrible, and like 2X and 3X are really like XL and 1X. And the second piece of irony to this is it's extremely likely her thin fans were the ones who bought out all of the larger sizes because everybody wants.
Look, if this is what gets us to finally talk about artist merch and the lack of consideration for plus size fans, then so be it. Because the number of times that I have attended concerts and not been able to purchase a lick of merch is a problem. And it wasn't because they had sold out. It's because nobody considers plus size fans. And of course, access to plus size clothing is a problem everywhere. But it truly does baffle me, especially in music, because do you think plus size people don't listen to your songs? Like, do you really think you don't have plus size fans? And it's not just merch. It's also like any clothing collabs that artists do. They never consider their plus size fans. Everything stops at an XL or an XXL, which is not a plus size. Go to Google before you comment something silly. But it's just a complete lack of consideration. And then when you do attempt to have a 3XL, which is also not a plus size, again, Google is free. And then you go and pair it with fat phobic comments like the ones Cardi B made. It's really just like, even when you think you're being considered, you're not. And all that said, it's not that hard to have plus size merch. And it's also not that hard to not be fat phobic.
It's not like fat people can't take a joke. We can take a joke. We like to laugh. We got a sense of humor. Like, shit funny is funny, whatever. We can take a joke. But if Cardi had left it at, wow, I didn't know I had so many fat fans, cool. Fat is not a bad word. Her being, ignorant and out of touch, cool. You didn't know, right? But she went on to then make comments about Chick-fil-A and say things like, y'all some fat fucks and stuff like that. And that's when it became fat phobic. That's when it became ridicule. That's when it was mean. Okay? So I really want us to stop. I want, those people, those naysayers, those people who always have something to say when somebody was calling out these people for their fat phobia, because obviously that is her brand and rightfully so. I need y'all to realize that it's not about the jokes, it's about the dehumanization. Because we could take a joke. Ain't nobody getting upset about being called fat. Like that ain't it, okay? It's when people decide that we're not worth consideration, right? It's when people decide that we're just here to crack jokes on and that's it. Like, Come on. Y'all really have to start doing the critical thinking part. And I know it's hard. I get it, okay? We are in an age of anti-intellectualism, and it's really twisting y'all's knickers in a knot, okay? But it's time out. It's time out, okay? I'm glad people are calling Cardi B out. I think more people need to call Cardi B out on her comments, because it just wasn't okay. It wasn't okay. It wasn't cool. It was hateful, and it was mean. And to say that after people sold out your merch, they sold your merch out, they're supporting whatever bullshit you're peddling to them. That's crazy. That's crazy. So yeah, I hope Belcalis Amansar gets a fucking clue and gets her shit together. And y'all need to stop being so damn mean and hateful.
Oh my gosh. So I have like a whole bunch of people crying, talking about I'm fat phobic and stuff, because I don't know, on Twitter it was like a joke between me and my fans on like, damn, you fat motherfuckers, why y'all bought all the 3X that fast? It was an innocent joke between me and my fans. But anyways, it's not that serious. And especially when it comes to me, I make fun of everybody. I don't give a fuck if you're fat, skinny, BBL down, got big feet, got small feet, whatever. As long as you don't stink. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a damn. You know what I'm saying? It's never that serious. Like, don't cry about it. Listen, people make fun of my BBL all the time. If we're gonna be using these phobic words and everything, then I'm gonna do a BBL phobic word, because I get fun of more of having a BBL than you probably may get fun of being big. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not that serious, girl. Like, it got to the point that like when people would talk shit about my body, I don't even care no more. You wanna know why? Because I'm content with how I look, and I'm not laying in that table no more. I'm 33 and I'm old as fuck, and I got shit to do. I can't take 2 months off no more. I can't take 2 months off no more because I got surgery, and like I gotta wear a faja for like 6 months. If I got y'all so upset, here's a cupcake. I'm not gonna apologize though, because y'all fucking sensitive and wanna cry about some dumb shit. Every day y'all wanna cry about some fucking dumb shit. Shit, I'm gonna cry every single time I wear a fucking leotard. Because every time I wear a leotard, y'all want to talk about my hips and my ass. Okay, like it's not that serious, girl. Like, it's not that serious. Like, don't pay attention to me. Okay, I'm like one of them old school people that just make fun of everything. I make fun of everybody. Shit, I make fun of myself. I make fun of my own motherfucking kids. I make fucking fun of my own mama. I make fun of my own daddy. I make fun of my damn fucking self. Bitch, my man probably can't even stand me. I make fun of him all the time too. So just don't cry, okay? Shit.
This isn't just about Cardi B. It's about how society, even in 2025, still treats bigger bodies as fair game for public commentary. Fat phobia isn't always overt. Sometimes it's wrapped in just a little jokey joke or light roasting. The problem is those jokes reinforce the idea that being bigger is inherently undesirable or laughable. As Catherine McKay writes, I will use the term fat as a straightforward and non-judgmental descriptor of a body. Fat is an essential part of every body. Celebrities like Cardi B, however, wield immense influence by using fat as a punchline, perpetuating the stigma and keeping it alive. Body shaming is tragically normalized in the entertainment industry. Cardi B thrives on being unpredictable, and she's not the one to back down, typically under criticism. But her 3XL merch joke is a reminder that even the most real celebrities, quote unquote, are not immune to bias. Fans have the right to both love her music and call her out when her words cut too deep. Ultimately, while Cardi may keep talking reckless, fans are proving that the conversation about how we talk about bodies and accountability is not going anywhere. What are your thoughts? Let me know down below. And thank you so much for listening to Books and Looks TV. I'll see y'all next time.